What is up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the All In Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Greenie, coming to you from the Southern Comfort Studios here in Florida. As always, I'm joined by Kid Psycho and Dapper Dugan. This is episode 3. What's going on, guys?
Living the dream, man.
Rockin'.
Yeah, as you guys can see, I have the ultimate background here, which is way tech, green screen, all kinds of weird stuff going on with this podcast. But we are in full motion of bringing all kinds of different things to the show, and this happens to be one of them.
I dig it. I like it.
Yeah, I definitely dig it too. There's a few glitches in it, but I'm sure we can update these things.
I like it too. I feel like I look like Thanos right now.
Where's your gauntlet?
He does.
You lost your jewels.
Yeah, you lost your jewels.
I'll get them tattooed on there.
That's a good idea. They'll never leave that way.
Yep.
So that I didn't know that we were watching earlier, guys. We were watching some indie promotion. I can't think of it right now off the top of my head. What's that?
Greektown Wrestling, I think it is.
Yeah, Greektown Wrestling out of Canada. I didn't know they were out of Canada. I thought they were out of Pittsburgh or something.
No, I remember hearing that Greektown was having something in Canada because Bill Coyer from Erie was going to be up there, so I kept a very close eye on that one.
I think Puff's up there too. He's wrestling a girl, Allison.
No, I think that's for a different promotion.
It was Greektown. He was talking about Greektown.
Puff slightly gets confused sometimes. He's got a lot of things going on. He's a busy man.
It was a nice promo. I liked it. Did you see? It was one Greenie shared.
Yeah,
he was talking about guys deserve to be in the ring with girls and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I remember that one. Hey, Puff's got good skills on that mic.
He does. What's up, baby?
All right. So, yeah, we had technical difficulties there for a second. I couldn't hear you guys out of my right ear and only my left ear. So, I had to fix that real quick and throw another pair of headphones on. Yeah, the Puff video was pretty good. That promo was really good. I dug it.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got good skills on the mic, man. Puff's been working hard, man. He's been working real hard to get his shit going. I'm waiting for that heel turn.
I can see it coming. We were talking a little bit about it last night.
Yeah, so you guys want to talk about the indie promotion you guys went and seen last night?
Well, yeah, I took Kid down to his first Revenge Pro Wrestling show down at the Avalon Hotel on State Street in Erie, PA. It was the Luck for Losers, and it was the two main event. There was a 3-way between Bill Coyer, Wardlow, and John McChesney. And then there was another 3-way for the Remix Pro title, which was Ryan Bennett, Aaron Draven, and Anthony Gaines. And Ryan Bennett Kevin Bennett managed to steal that one from Anthony Gaines again. So it's
I don't know, man. That was my guy tonight right there. He did steal it, but I loved it.
I'm waiting for the next one. They got to have a no-holds-barred match. They have to get this beef cleared up because it all started at the Revenge Rumble when Anthony Gaines had that match on lock, and then Kevin Bennett ran in, threw him over, and boom, got the win, and now he's Remix Pro. And I'm going to give some credit to where credit needs to be due. Aaron Draven, I hope you're doing good, man. You are one stout motherfucker going the whole rest of that match with that dislocated shoulder, brother. You got my props for that one.
Yeah, he definitely killed it last night. All three of them. It was a good match. The whole night was good. I liked it. Kevin Bennett really sold me though. I was telling you that at the end of the night. I got some pictures of him running through the crowd and stuff with the title. I love that, how he just ran through the crowd afterwards. Like, it was very, very interactive. Even the match earlier in the night with the Savage Gentleman and Colin Delaney. That one started out in the crowd 10 minutes before it even went into the ring. Like, it was very, very interactive with the crowd. That was awesome.
There's nobody on that roster that's got that adrenaline like Colin Delaney. As soon as he pops out, he does a whole run around the whole damn Avalon, and then he comes back to the ring. But that beef's not done yet, so they're probably gonna have another match. But
I'm pulling for Kevin the whole time. I like him. That's my guy.
I'm still having problems with you saying you like Chris LaRusso. Oh God, you must have been drinking the wrong punch.
He's funny, man. I don't know. I was liking all the bad guys last night, all the heels. They were cracking me up. What did he say to that little girl? That's what got me. He sold me some legit. I swear to you, Greenie, this girl was like 5 or 6 years old, and she was like, "Boo, boo, you suck, bro. We don't like you." And he was just like, "Shut the hell up, you little brat." And I lost it. I was like, that is my guy right there.
Yeah, when you can get cheap, good heat off a little kid, it's amazing.
Yeah. It was awesome.
You know, with these smaller promotions, my big question to them is why are they not utilizing things like the Facebook Live or the Twitch or any of that? When they have these cameras out there, they're recording their matches. Why are we not live streaming to a certain platform to get views of? You know what I'm saying? Because you see a lot of these promotions that are doing it nowadays, and they're doing it to the Twitter, they're doing it to the Facebook, they're doing it to the YouTube or wherever they're doing it to, and it's getting them out there. I would think everybody would want to go off the same kind of idea.
I'm totally with you, Greenie. I know they have and they have video production at both PWR and Revenge here, but I don't even know where those videos go. I think they sell them on their website after a couple weeks after the promotion, they actually put out a tape. But I think everybody should utilize the live, especially if you're independent. You got to get your name out there, and it's not like John McChesney can't get that stuff out there. Be easy for him. John, you got to get on that live. Put the next one on there.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to everybody. Hang on, kid. Sorry to everybody that's watching the live video. And if I'm glitching in and out, it's not the Matrix or anything like that. I'm having technical difficulties on my side of hearing, so I'm trying to adjust everything all at once. Sorry. Go ahead, kid.
Oh, I was going to just say, I wonder, could I Facebook Live it?
I would think you'd have to have permission from them.
From someone there.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you walk in and you asked them, they probably would figure it out and give you an answer. But I don't see why not, because they're pretty open with that. They want to get this out. Indie promotions, you got to get your message out there, and the only way you can do it is through the fans. It's the only way you can do it.
Everything that I shared on our page, I don't know why John doesn't like our page or go on our page or anything, because he doesn't. But I also shared all of it just on my personal page, and he tagged himself in all of it. And I'm getting likes on that shit like crazy because all the people that he knows.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool that he tagged himself in my stuff.
I believe though, like the way that Impact had to do their whole rebuild and flip over when they had their change from TNA, taking the TNA name off, and when they switched and got on Twitch and Pursuit, they immediately blowed up. And I know Impact normally takes their tapings and throws their live tapings on the next day on YouTube, if I recall correctly.
The highlights they do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people should do that. If you're not going to put a live video out, at least put a highlight section out immediately following, not the next day, like couple hours later. You got to get that stuff out there immediately. There's no time to waste time. You got to get it out there. People got a quick attention span.
Not only that, but like you were saying the other day on about Twitter, was the fact that you were posting things and people have yet to see it, and you were getting flack for it. And it's like, why? I get it, but also in the same sense as you should have already. You should just not. You should just avoid the whole fucking internet and a hole right after, and you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's the Twitter thing. Everybody's too worried about the retweets. It's all about views when it comes down to it at the end. If you got the views, you got the views, you got the people. If they're interested in it, they're gonna follow you. If they're not, then you know that you ain't got that one. You got to keep it pushing. You got to keep it pushing. We're all a community. We're all a wrestling community. We all gotta like each other and get our words out there.
Yeah.
Yep. And segueing into saying that we're all community, it took the community to actually get WWE to kind of basically cancel this entire match at WrestleMania of Kurt Angle's farewell match versus Baron Corbin. All rumors reporting to now it's going to be John Cena, which that's what everybody wanted in the first place.
Not this time.
I like it, but at the same time, I don't like how everybody is acting like Baron Corbin isn't a legitimate wrestler. I like Baron Corbin. I just don't think he gets the proper.
He's a good. Baron Corbin's a good talent stuck in a shitty fucking gimmick.
He is. That's what it is. I was trying to think of what it is. I think he can thrive.
I don't think it's his gimmick. His gimmick is what works for him. I think his attitude is just bland, and that is why people don't like him. If anybody watched the video that I put out where I was the unwanted Christmas present, I talked about this Kurt Angle thing. Anybody that really believed for any second that Baron Corbin was going to get this match is out of their mind. WWE had this thing get you drawn. They have to pull you in. So what's the best way of pulling you in? Pissing you off and making you blow up Twitter and social media to make a difference. Kurt Angle, and I don't even agree with John Cena. We already had that match. We've had that. Give Kurt Angle a match that he has not had. Like, per se, what I said, the Stinger.
Sting's not. Sting already said if he comes out of retirement, it has to be against the Undertaker.
Yeah, but think of it this way: which way would be better? Yes, you could have the Undertaker, and that would be what everybody wants. But you've screwed over Kurt Angle a couple of times now, and you've screwed over Sting the 2 times he was on WWE. You let Seth Rollins beat him, and you let Triple H beat him. Why not give 2 guys that deserve redemption a match?
Because you kind of need somebody in there to carry them. Because Kurt Angle's not in his old self, and neither is Sting. You have to have a guy that can be in there to carry them.
Can the Undertaker carry him?
No, I don't think the Undertaker match with Sting would be good, and I don't think Kurt Angle and Sting would be good because neither of them 3 guys can carry. They have to have.
And I don't think that match will ever happen. Undertaker and Sting, which really sucks, is that would have been a fucking match for the ages.
Actually, they're talking.
That would have happened 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
They're talking about it for the Saudi Arabia show.
It'd be horrible.
Yeah, it would be horrible. It would be straight horrible.
Once again, money's got to talk, and you're going to bring out 2 guys that have a great legacy, and you're going to blow their fucking legacy in the water. Yep. This is what with WWE. They're crushing legacies slowly but surely. Let the Undertaker chill, man. Let him chill. He ain't got nothing left to prove. We're never going to get a match, but Kurt Angle has to have a legitimate opponent. Yes, Baron Corbin has won the Golden Gloves He's a legitimate guy, but he's too bland. He's too boring. He can't push that. He can't carry Kurt. They should have just gave him Shelton Benjamin and called it a fucking day.
Yeah, I said the same thing, and then Shelton Benjamin could be part of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman as their
Exactly.
you know what I mean? If WWE was smart and they wanted to emphasize tag team wrestling like they're saying and trying to do, they would have brought in Brock and said, "Hey Brock, let's do the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. You guys necessarily don't have to win the belts, but you guys come in for a limited amount of dates, blah blah blah. Shelton does the legwork. You come in, smash, there you go."
Yep. I totally agree with that. I mean, I love the match that he had with Chad Gable.
Why didn't they give him Chad Gable, exactly.
That was a great match that they had. That was, I mean, they can use that as just a filler match, and that was still a good.
They just announced also on Tuesday's SmackDown, this upcoming Tuesday's SmackDown, Kurt Angle's farewell match is going to be against AJ Styles.
What? I'd like that. AJ would carry him.
Oh yeah, of course AJ would carry him for sure. AJ is. Kurt is not, like I said, Kurt's not in his prime. It's nothing against him. He's not.
Yeah.
It's time for him to go. Just like when it was time for Mick Foley to go. It's time for him to go. He's slow. You can tell. Anytime he wrestles a match on TV, you can tell. He's super slow. He's not as agile as he once was.
Hold on. Did you just say that they're about to scrap the Randy Orton AJ match?
No, AJ is going to take on Kurt Angle at SmackDown for the last
Oh,
time.
okay. All right, them fucking goddamn dogs is barking. I can't hear shit. But anything AJ Styles, I will. Anytime AJ can be on the camera, I'm cool with it. And him with Kurt is a perfect match. Nobody could make Kurt look better than fucking AJ, unless you put Randy in there with him. But we've already had it. Gotta have something different.
I agree.
Something
Different's good, but also in the same sense is you only can do so much so many times, especially when the guy's not 100%.
Yeah, that last match, man, he looked tired as hell against Chad Gable. Like you knew Chad was really, hey man, you want to get this match done? You want to get this match done? He was taking deep breaths at the end of that match.
I was going to say, whoever he fights is not going to be a long match, so it's going to have to be somebody that can carry him.
It's all about the nostalgia, man. That's what it is. It's a nostalgia match.
He needs to be fighting Seth Rollins. Seth would carry him the whole way, but obviously Seth is already fighting the Beast.
The Beast that is, yeah. So,
Seth
yeah,
better
speaking
win.
of that, dude, speaking of that, too, Daniel Cormier has said that he wants to come to WrestleMania to ruin Brock Lesnar's chance of winning so that he could hurry up and fight Brock in the UFC. My thing is, if Vince McMahon lets this fucking happen, that is the dumbest idea ever, and that is the dumbest thing ever for them to do at a WrestleMania.
Oh,
I've been saying that the UFC is staged anyway, or not staged, but it has storylines now just like WWE, and it's choreographed, and they need to just make Brock Lesnar versus Danielle Cormier versus John Jones. 3-way, first time ever in the octagon. Forever undisputed Legends champion. Right there.
I'm down with
Trademark
that.
that shit.
I'm game for that.
I'm so sick of UFC fighters wrestling. Like I
hope it doesn't happen either. I fucking hate it.
Especially if Daniel Cormier shows up. That is the slap in the face to wrestling fans. Basically, you're just going, hey, we're going to turn this shit into fucking UFC 2. And screw all you wrestling fans. It don't matter. We're just going to make this a big-ass joke.
Yep.
Your biggest draws for WrestleMania are 2 UFC fighters.
I feel like it's going to make UFC look more like a joke, though, than WWE even, though, because UFC is a real sport. And you're going to have your champion come into this world, this fake world, and call somebody out. You know what I mean? Like,
well, here's the thing, though. If Daniel Cormier really does this and he screws Seth over, then what does that mean for Seth? Are you not going to give Seth a shot at Daniel Cormier? You're going to have to, because Seth.
I'd be all right with that. I would really be all right with that. If I don't want that to happen, but if he does that, I guess I can play into that.
I don't want to see any more UFC fighters.
I don't want to see him there, though. Not at all. Yeah. I can't stand Cormier whatsoever. Not so whatsoever. I think, I don't want to say because I know we're going to talk about it in a little bit. We're going to have a surprise at WrestleMania because of some announcement that we just had a little bit ago. That's what I think is going to be the big WrestleMania pool this year.
I'm going to tell you what the big WrestleMania pool is going to be. It's going to be Bray Wyatt getting a huge push.
And then Big Gronk's going to come out and spear him to hell.
Yeah, might as well bring it up now.
Yeah.
Breaking news earlier today. Patriots.
Buffalo boy.
Buffalo's own Rob Gronkowski, tight end of the New England Patriots, announced he's done. He's retiring. That man lived off his endorsement money and saved his football money and was smart about it. Do you think the first thing WWE did, because they did tweet about it, they congratulated him on his career and everything like that, and I tweeted it also. I basically said that maybe he should come to WWE and team up with Mojo.
He can be the other side of the mirror.
I mean, that would be a good tag team. They're both crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I like this new Mojo. I like it, but it's sort of making me think of fucking goddamn Split. Like they're taking the movie Split and turning Mojo into Split.
It's like
Vince, next have Glass.
It's like
might call Mojo Rawley Split and fucking Gronk Glass.
It's kind of like Vince. Vince said, "Oh God, I watched." Vince came into the room with the writers. He's like, "I watched this movie. Let's do the plot. Let's get Mojo in on it."
That's exactly it. Because if you watch the first one, the first promo that he cut that was like that, dude, it was basically just like the movie. Like he was acting like the guy. He said exactly almost the same words. But Mojo, they need to use his talent because that dude has talent and they're just letting him sit. He's not a bum like No Way Jose.
No Way Jose's good. He's just fucking got a shitty gimmick. They gave him the Adam Rose gimmick.
Yeah, why the hell would No Way Jose even agree to that?
Because you're under contract. You can't.
Yeah, you don't get to agree. They tell you what to do and you do it, or you don't get on TV.
That is not necessarily true, man. If you want to make it in this wrestling business, man, you got to fucking have balls. Look at what Cody did.
For sure, you're right.
Okay, yeah, but Cody's an example of now, but before
he's doing it his own way, though, like not the WWE way.
You want to go back? You want to go back in the day? Stone Cold did it too. Goldust did it too. Goldust.
But it's not like that anymore, though. Now it's a publicly shared company. Back then, it wasn't.
I wish the best.
I get it. Believe me, but it just sucks. I understand the business side of it.
I'm gonna go back to it. I think Gronk should come to wrestling. I think he fits it perfectly. He's got the athleticism, and he's already been there. And he's looked really good.
Huge too, dude.
He looked really good when he appeared in wrestling. He was really, really fucking good. He belongs there. Take a chance on old UFC fighters.
He's a good actor. Yeah. Bring in Cormier and let him fight Gronk. I'll like that.
I mean, I think they should just stop with the UFC fighters and focus on old, like, retired NFL players. Look at what Moose is doing in Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moose is good too, but here's the thing with older NFL players is a lot of them have had the concussion thing, and WWE's scared to get involved with that, especially with Daniel Bryan, the whole Daniel Bryan situation. So my question is, if Gronk is offered a contract, are they going to give him stipulations on how he can work because of his concussions?
I don't think any chair shots will come his way. I don't see him working a hardcore angle. I see him strictly being like a tag team, maybe 3 ways at most,
Yeah.
3-way fatal fours. I don't see him doing hardcore matches because they're taking a gamble on that. He's never had a chair shot. He's never had a Singapore cane shot. They're not going to take that gamble. He's worth too much money.
Yeah.
They gave Ronda the Singapore.
I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say, dude, they beat the fuck out of Ronda, man.
That was a welcome. That was a welcome to pro wrestling. Fucking.
I'm so glad Charlotte did it too.
Yeah, that was welcome to pro wrestling, bitch.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what that was. That was, you think you're hot shit, but you're not that hot in here. We're the hot.
Whew. Ronda Rousey.
I wish they would beat her ass like that every night.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so we're talking about Rousey now. Her husband got involved on Raw. Do you see them trying to bring him in, or do they in some form?
What do you already know the answer to that?
Yeah, they've already signed that contract.
Yeah.
He punched out a
I
fucking
just don't
security.
know how they're gonna do it though, because I wish unless they're gonna start having women fight guys again.
That's the thing. That's what an indie wrestler was talking. This female indie wrestler was talking about. I watched the other day. She was talking about it won't be big until WWE actually does the intergender matches again. Then it'll be big.
Yeah.
They might only do that angle if there is an incentive into it. So you might see that scenario if Ronda and her husband agree to it. That's the only way you're going to see it. You're not going to see like fucking Lana take on fucking No Way Jose. This isn't Impact Wrestling. This isn't Impact. This isn't fucking ROH. You're not going to see that. It's not Lucha Underground, which thrived on that intergender. But I think those days are gone for WWE. I really do.
Sucks.
I think they're teasing towards it eventually.
I thought they were the couple pay-per-views ago with Nia, and then they just put a dead stop to it. And that's where I feel like the board members come in and the shareholders, and they're like, "Oh no.
Well, Nia,
if we do this, the woman has to be put over every time." And Vince was like, "Oh, no way, a woman's gonna get put over."
I'll tell you what, though, Nia Jax, though, is not your ordinary woman. Just like Tamina Snuka is not your ordinary woman.
I don't like either of them.
Exactly. They're dry. They're dry. They're bland.
That's because they're giving shitty gimmicks. It's like, come on, Tamina's a fucking second generation superstar. So isn't Nia, third, whatever it is.
But Tamina botches more moves than anybody. She's worse than Sasha.
No,
okay.
I would say Nia botches a ton more.
Yeah,
okay.
Nia botches like crazy too, but Tamina,
I'm gonna come at you, Greenie. How many times can you use the gimmick angle?
I'm gonna use it a lot. It is the gimmick angle with dude. WWE's known for gimmicks and sticking you with it, and it's like, look at Dean Ambrose. The dude was a fucking indie darling, and they changed him into the lunatic fringe of the Shield. Come on, dude, give him a real fucking moniker. You know what I'm saying?
Some people are plagued by the gimmick angle, but I'm gonna tell you, in Nia Jax's case, she's just fucking horrible. Look at all of the comments that fellow wrestlers have stated about this woman. She is highly dangerous and has no business in a fucking wrestling ring. She's taking people out, and she doesn't even care.
No, she uses it as heat.
Yeah, and it's not working. She's horrible. She's horrible inside of that ring.
Yeah.
Oh, bad as Carmella.
Carmella's not bad.
Them drop kicks are pretty shabby.
Yeah. Speaking of shabby, fucking the Briscoes got screwed yet again, but they're leaving. They're leaving Ring of Honor, and now it's going to be LOD versus Villain Enterprise for the Ring of Honor tag belts and the New Japan tag belts at G1 Supercard, which I did post the entire card today on our Facebook page. If you haven't checked it out yet, go to Facebook. A link will be in the description of this video, along with all of our social medias. So go follow us on Twitter. I know you weren't happy with it until you saw that the Briscoes were leaving. And Villain Enterprise, you have a hard on for PCO or whatever his name is.
Who you talking to when you say a hard on?
You.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
It's not a hard on. It's a mild stubby. That's what it is. No, PCO.
It's a freak.
What he's doing is phenomenal, and he's getting a lot of people to notice him for the bumps he's taking, which I don't agree with that. The man has always been phenomenal, even when he was back in the old WWE days, WWF days, with fucking as Pierre Olette with the French Canadian tag team when he used to wear the fucking one eye patch. He's always been time proven, and he never does not bust his ass. I got a whole fucking chubby for the fucking goddamn Villain Enterprises. They're going to run this thing at the end of G1. Quote me on that. They're holding all the belts. They're going to take the 6-man. They're taking all of it. JOD is going. Gorillas of Destiny are losing those belts. Because, and I'm glad that the Briscoes, because I'm a huge Briscoe supporter, I want nothing but the world for the Briscoes. And there was only one way for the Briscoes to go out, and that was to the hot stable that is now coming in. And that is, no one's hotter than the Villain Enterprises right now. Because Marty Scurll is going to be running a whole damn show at the end of this shit.
Marty's only in one match at G1, and that's against Jay Lethal and the other dude in a ladder match.
And he's going to take that title.
The Ring of Honor title? You really think they're going to let Jay Lethal lose it?
I really do. I really do.
That's their moneymaker right there is Jay Lethal.
What's the best way to giving more publicity to your moneymaker? Making him lose it on a Madison Square Garden stage to Marty Scurll, that is fucking huge right now, and then having them have a huge feud. That is going to make it even bigger.
Yeah,
the whole summer.
Yeah, the whole summer till Marty's contract's up.
And I think he's going to re-sign. Or he's going to do a cross-promotion thing like everybody else is doing.
Well, like I don't know if you guys watched that panel they had with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and basically what they've told a lot of the guys that they've signed to AEW, that they're fresh young talent, they're not really ready to go on the road. They've told them, hey, keep your bookings, keep getting booked in ring rust until we're ready to A, tour, and B, our TV deal. Once those are in place, that's when we're going to be like, okay, you can do this, but you can't do this. But we're not going to be like WWE and stifle your creativity in what you're doing. We're all about family and stuff like that. So I think that'll be a good thing. And I think it's a good thing because I think a lot of these promotions like Ring of Honor, New Japan, NWA, you're going to see a lot of cross-promotion. And you're already seeing it because Jazz just defended her belt tonight in Canada.
And that was great to see Jazz. It's always great to see Jazz perform. That woman is one bad motherfucker, man. That chick's legit. Like, and she made it easy. That match was easy for her.
Yeah.
Kid, are you high?
Nope.
I just had to throw that out there. So like I said, Gronk retires, and speaking of AEW, at Double or Nothing in May, it's been announced the Young Bucks are going to put their AAA titles, yes, the AAA titles, back on the line against the Lucha Brothers, Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. I think
Pentagon is my fucking guy, man. But I love the Young Bucks. But
I can't believe they won the AAA. I can't believe they went to AAA and AAA was like, okay,
Yeah.
let's put the belts on these guys.
I feel like it's because they're big right now. They got buzz with the AEW shit, so they felt like it's gonna help their name out. AAA, you know.
Yeah.
If we put our belts on these guys, they're going around all over the country right now, even in Mexico, all over the United States and Mexico and Canada, all these little promotions and picking people. So they were like, why not wear our belt all over the country and let everybody see them?
I don't blame
That's
them.
why I love this cross promotion shit. I love it.
It's very entertaining. It's very, and
It
you
is,
see it.
yeah.
We saw it last night, Kid, with Revenge Pro. They have absolute title from Ohio.
Yeah.
From Ohio. It's great to see this. But I understand that AAA put the belts on the Young Bucks because LAX and the Lucha Brothers are having one hell of a storyline on Impact. They have one hell, and Conan's getting involved. And actually, the Lucha Brothers are going to be at a independent wrestling show in Ohio, I think on the 6th, if I'm correct. They're going to be at, I think, Absolute Intense Wrestling. They're going to be there. I might have to take a visit because I haven't been able to see the Lucha Brothers live, and that's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I would probably get a little bit chubby for that one.
Oh, for sure. Definitely to see the Lucha Bros.
I'm going to tell you another promotion that's making big moves is Blackcraft Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. They've got a nice little soiree of tag teams coming in for their invitational.
They just signed Tijuana 666.
Yep.
And that's a bad team. And I think if they bring him, they got to bring Mecha Wolf pretty soon, too. Mecha Wolf 450. They got to bring him in.
Isn't he there already?
I don't know if he signed a full-out contract, but they were talking about it at one point.
Yeah.
But every time I see their social media, Blackcraft is signing some new big-time guy in there. They're making big moves, man.
I think Blackcraft is more doing spot events than anything and signing people, and they're building from there using the AEW model and cross-promoting everything. Because look at, what's his name from AEW that just signed with AEW? What's the dude that looks all emo?
Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc, yeah, Jimmy Havoc. And he was.
When are we gonna see Johnny Elite sign?
Yeah, I mean, with him doing what he's doing in Impact, him and his wife being the Impact Women's Champ and him being the main champ and his feud with Brian Cage, I don't see Johnny Impact going. Johnny Impact has so many belts, you don't know what to call him anymore.
Are you talking about Are you talking about Johnny going to Blackcraft?
Johnny's already
to
in Blackcraft.
AEW.
Yeah, he won that title already, man.
No, I'm talking about him going to AEW. When are we going to see that announcement? Johnny Elite.
I hope it's not for a while. I think he needs to take a break for a little bit and let his body recoup, dude. He's been beating that body up for a long time.
When are we going to see him back in WWE?
Never.
Never.
He's doing way too much to even for them. I guarantee they want him to do a set amount of dates, and he's doing what he's doing, and they want to put him in mid card.
Johnny ain't going nowhere without his wife, and WWE is also burnt that bridge. They dogged that girl so bad, and I don't blame Taya Valkyrie for having beef with WWE. They fucked up taking one hell of a fucking great female wrestler, man. But Johnny ain't gonna go nowhere without her.
Absolutely not.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
That is the legit first couple of wrestling.
No, Randy and Liz.
Yeah, but
Randy?
So, Dapper, what do we got coming up on future shows?
Next Sunday, we're going to have the Black Sheep Bennett Cole on. I'm so fucking pumped for that one. He's going to be coming on. And hopefully, We're gonna have probably in April. We're gonna have Bill Coyer on, big time, and I'm in the conversations with getting Wardlow on. Hopefully, we're getting him on pretty quick. But right now, set in stone, we got the Black Sheep Bennett Cole from PWR coming on next Sunday.
Right on. And what promotion were you in talks with?
I was in talks with Southern Tier Wrestling's going to be on the show to talk about their April 6th show down in Jamestown, New York, which is going to have the Patriot there. And those boys are putting on one hell of a match card. They're new up and comers. They're trying to get things going. They got a nice match card started, and hopefully that is where I'm going to get my first chance to set up a ring. Hopefully I get to set up the ring there, but we're going to have them on the show hopefully in a couple of days.
Right on. And you got some segments coming to the YouTube page, don't you?
Oh yeah, I got a couple, man. I'm starting a collector's corner, showing off my little wrestling shit, and I'm putting more content out there. I'm working on more of a independent type thing because independents need more shots out. Everybody's out here on fucking social media throwing the big companies out there. What about the lesser guys? We can't forget about them. So I'm start a little thing about just independents.
Right on. And
Dapper Corner.
What's that?
Dapper's Independent Corner. That's what I'm going to name it.
Right on. And Kid, you got Twitter.
Yeah, I got to get back on that though. I've been slacking.
Yeah.
I've been out Funko Pop hunting.
Yeah. Speaking of Funko Pops, Kid turned me onto this website, and oh my god, dude! As soon as I opened the webpage, I was just like, holy shit, Batman! I'm gonna be spending some money on this shit.
I'm up to like
that's like every time you open up Inside Collectors.
Yeah. I haven't bought any WWE ones yet, or independents yet, like the Young Bucks or Cody or any of that. But I do have my eye on the Cody Rhodes one for sure.
They have one hot topic here.
Yeah, we don't have a hot topic unless I go to the beach.
Before I forget, I am having another one of those wrestling pretty soon, so I'm going to be having another unboxing of Wrestle Crate this time.
All right, that's cool. Definitely awesome. All right, guys, until next time, we're going to jump off of here and, like we always say, support the indies. And we'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.
Peace.